Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about The Good Place. Pause. I don't watch many shows because they're extremely long sometimes. What is wrong with people? Anyway, I managed to finish The Good Place because it was actually pretty funny in the beginning, but then it wasn't. Anyway, this is a 2016 sitcom created by Michael Schur. Michael Schur was involved in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Parks and Recreation, The Office, and throughout the show, there's a lot of really solid actors. I'm not going to get into all of them because there's a lot of them, they're all in really good movies. This review contains spoilers about the season 1 finale and then about the rest of the series' main events. So if you want to get caught up on stuff, then just listen in. If you really care, watch the first season or go to someone else that can explain it nicer than me, because I ain't too good with explaining. Anyway, all the warnings out the way. The series starts off with Eleanor Shellstrop and her fellow humans, Chidi, Tahani, and Jianyu for now, in The Good Place Afterlife. Season 1 continues, and we find out that Eleanor doesn't belong in The Good Place, and neither does Jianyu. Jianyu is Jason. At the end of the season, they figure out that they're actually in the bad place and not the good place. Plot twist. There are a lot of plot twists. Here's where the series really kicks off. So it turns out they're not in the good place, right? It's actually been the bad place and they've been tricked and tortured this whole time. All the other people in the neighborhood are actors. They're demons acting as humans. There's also a medium place where they put one person, Mindy, because they didn't know what to do with her. Janet is a robot thing that knows everything in the universe and can summon any object at will. Michael is the architect who built the neighborhood, who also has powers and obviously turns out to be a demon as well. Kevin is Michael's boss. That's pretty much all you need to know for now. All caught up? Cool. End of season 1 is the whole plot twist that they figure out it's the bad place. Michael resets everyone's memory and tries to do the whole experiment again to torture them longer. So this whole experiment was supposed to last hundreds of years, but it lasted like a few months, I think, or like a year or something. So Michael does it again, and it backfires because they keep figuring out it's the bad place, so he repeats the experiment 802 times. This is the show playing with the concept now that it's been properly established. Many alternate timelines and ideas to play around with, and it's a lot of fun. This is like peak. Obviously, like figuring out is like the build up, and season 2 is peak, you know what I mean? Meanwhile, Janet gets a bug in her system because she gets rebooted with the neighborhood, so she gets rebooted 802 times and ends up falling in love with Jason, and they get married. Also, Jason marries Tahani. Also, Chidi and Eleanor grow a relationship, which is extended throughout the rest of the series. We'll also, not going to dive too deep into that, but just note that that's like the main ship, Janet creates a human because I guess she wanted to make Jason jealous. This thing, I also don't know if it's a human or a robot or whatever she is. This is called Derek. So the gang go to the real bad place, which is actually much more boring than you'd think because they don't really do much in there. They visit the judge, they go through some tests, they fail, and Michael pulls what I think is the downfall of the show. He convinces does he convince the judge? Yeah, he convinces the judge to send them back to Earth, saves them from dying in the first place, and lets them live the rest of their lives in hopes that they're a better person and get back into the good place. So the deal was, if he gives them another chance, then they can be good people and they'll get into the good place. And that's the end of season 2. This is insane. This is absolutely insane because they were supposed to die. You know what they say about going back in time and changing something. It fucks everything up, which it somehow doesn't. And they say it did, but not really. So I guess they just kind of skirted over that, huh? So season 3 is Michael meddling in their lives, basically cheating this whole process, and eventually ruins the point of them being there in the first place and him reviving them at all. So he kills them and brings them to the to the good/bad place again. Season 3 ends and begins when they start the neighborhood up again with different humans, with Eleanor in charge, to see if these guys become better people like the first group did. Turns out exactly the same thing happens like in the first neighborhood, which feels like a rehash of season 2 with another twist, and then the whole experiment fails again because one human was too horrible to change anyway. So yeah, they did find out it was the bad place again, like they would, but there's this one guy that they couldn't change, but technically, right at the end he does change. Y'all failed, okay? So they get back to the judge. They all convince the judge to do this right. So now finally, the judge makes her final decision and said, yeah, humans suck, and decide to erase all of humankind and start over. Somehow they stall this and convince the judge to take back her decision. So here is now the final afterlife in the show. They make a test in the medium place to decide whether people deserve to be in the good place or the bad place, and then send them there once they're ready. Then the last 2 episodes of season 4 are very long, and they serve sort of as like a giant epilogue, and that's that. So I am leaving out a lot, but this is really all you need to understand what's going on. These are like the main plot points. Obviously, this happened there, that happened there. Oh, they did this. It's really irrelevant because you don't need to know every single detail, you know? I must say the ending is bittersweet. Everyone gets their good ending, even the demons. Yes, I'm aware that the show got a lot of praise and even a lot of awards, but I must confess something very, very sad, that I didn't like the show. I don't like it. I think the show should have ended at season 2 before the judge sends them to the bad place. Discuss why they didn't go to the good place. Look at the point system. Discover that the system is broken, which they do at the end of season 4. And then they devise a plan and save humanity. Done. Dusted. 2 seasons. You could have even extended season 2 into season 3 where Eleanor was in charge. You could have done that. Just... You didn't have to. You didn't have to send them to Earth. That ruined everything. It just all went on and on. You know. There was no need to send them down to Earth. That plan fails. Create a new neighborhood. That plan fails. It felt like the show started spiraling at the end of season 2. It dragged through season 3 because it felt like a what if they survived timeline. You know. Then season 4 had the new neighborhood, and it's like, where did it all go wrong? The whole idea of a good place disguised as a bad place was really smart. I like it, you know, but it fell apart for me. Some jokes are funny, but some jokes miss very badly, like Michael flossing. What the fuck? And can I just say, Tahani stays the same annoying rich British lady, and Jason stays the dumb idiot. These two don't change throughout the whole series. It feels like we're just dragging them along because Eleanor and Chidi are really the only good characters. They're the only ones with actual resolution throughout the show. You know, Tahani and Jason don't seem to grow as much as them. If we're looking at the main 4, I mean, obviously Michael changed, but we're looking at the 4 humans right now. However, I'm not calling the show bad. I'm not calling it terrible. I didn't say the bad place sucks. The good place, sorry. Fuck, damn it. I just don't like the direction they took. I saw a lot of people say that the show was ambitious, it was innovative. To argue that a good premise can lead to a bad movie, look at The Happening. I did a review on it. I'll try my best to put it in the description. It's a really good idea for a horror movie that ended up so bad that it's funny. This show is a good idea, and it's executed well enough. I just don't like it. Plain and simple. I think that I can think of plenty of good shows that I don't like. I just didn't like this one as much as other things, you know. Although that being said, I give this a 6 out of 10. Like I said, it's a good show. Good characters, plot twists everywhere. It took the wrong turns here and there for me. Completely flopped over there. And it ran on too long, in my opinion. Yeah, but like, shows... How many seasons of Grey's Anatomy are there? Wait, I'm going to look up right now. I'm going to look up right now how many seasons of Grey's Anatomy there are. No fucking ways. Grey's Anatomy has 21 seasons. Oh, they're still going. The newest season was in April 2024. Bro, 21 seasons. How can you film for that long? Are people still watching that? You guys, if anyone is watching Grey's Anatomy, you need to let me know. Because I watched one with my ex. I watched until like the golden years, they say. Or she was into it hella, so she called it the golden years. I don't know. So I'm clued up to like all the basic characters. People die a lot. That like all the characters get fucking killed off all the time. So I don't know who's still alive, but I know who the Greys are. You know, most of them. Is it any good? Let me know. Let me know. And if I must watch it, which I won't, I'm gonna pretend that I watched it and go cry in the corner. You know. Anyway, thank you, and I'll check you on the flip side.